The prevailing belief among many is that all white individuals worldwide originated from Europe. However, what does the Bible have to say about this matter? Do Europeans have biblical roots just like every other race around the world? Join us as we uncover the horrifying truth behind the origins of the white people. Just like the historical origins of the black people, the Bible also tells us about the origins of the white people or the Europeans. Europe, home to a plethora of countries with diverse customs, has a secret that most people are oblivious to. Did you know that the sacred scriptures actually mention the origins of European peoples? Yes, indeed. In the 10th chapter of Genesis, biblical texts cite the names of the ancestors of certain European people. When it comes to European people, we find several mentions in the sacred scriptures, but the stars of the show are the Greek and Macedonian people. They are direct descendants of one of Japheth's sons. But who exactly is this Japheth? Japheth, whose name means enlargement in Hebrew, is one of Noah's sons, alongside Shem and Ham. He's often referred to as Japheth bin Nu, or Japheth, son of Noah, in Arabic records. Now, Japheth came into this world when Noah was already over 500 years old, making him the last among Noah's 3 sons. This led people to assume he was the youngest, but hold on, there are instances where he's treated as the eldest too. Talk about keeping everyone on their toes. Japheth was no ordinary lad, my friends. He was a philosopher, brimming with knowledge, and responsible for spreading vast intellect to humanity. He and his brother Shem showed immense respect for their father when they covered Noah's nakedness during a rather drunken episode inside his tent. And guess what? Japheth was blessed with an expanded territory and the privilege to live in the tents of Shem, with Canaan under his command. Talk about a VIP treatment. Now let's dive into the flood story. Japheth and his unnamed wife were among the lucky 8 who found salvation aboard Noah's Ark. After the waters receded, they wasted no time and went on to populate the earth with their 7 sons: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. Quite the family affair, I must say. But where did Japheth and his descendants settle, you ask? Well, buckle up because things get interesting. Japheth is often hailed as the father of the Europeans and the father of the Japhetic race, connecting his lineage to the European nations. But wait, there's more. Some believe he's also the father of the Asian or Mongoloid people. Talk about a diverse family tree. Now this doesn't end here. We find other sons of Japheth who are also associated with European people or regions, or people genetically linked to Europeans. For instance, Madai is interpreted as one of Japheth's sons and refers to the nations that settled in the region of Iran, the Aryan or Iranian people. Biblically, the Medites are represented by the Mado-Persians. Notice the similarity between Mado and Madai, which points to the origin of these people. Madai was the forefather of the Madai tribes, including the Mado-Persians, the Parthians, and many other peoples of ancient Persian ancestry, all tracing their roots back to Madai, son of Japheth. Now let's talk about Magog, Tubal, and Meshech. These 3 biblical characters are considered the ancestors of Russian, Ukrainian, and other Slavic people. After the infamous Tower of Babel incident, the Japhetic race embarked on a journey to the east of Europe and the north of Asia to spread their roots. The Bible mentions them migrating to the Isles of the Gentiles, which some interpret as the Greek Isles, while others argue it includes islands in Asia and the Pacific. They multiplied in the mountains of Taurus and Amanus, eventually settling in what we now know as the Mediterranean, Russia, Asia, and even the Americas. But hold on tight, because their European escapade didn't last forever. The Shemite tribes came knocking, conquering, and pushing them further north. And just when they thought they were safe, the Shemite tribes invaded and occupied the entire south of Europe, forcing the Japhetic race to retreat even further east into Asia. Talk about a wild journey. But wait, there's more to this tale. Brace yourselves for some divine name transformations. The early Greeks worshipped Iapetos or Iapetus, the son of heaven and earth, who fathered many nations. In India, they revered Prajapati, the sun and the mighty lord of creation. And as time went on, the Greeks had Eupator, later known as Jupiter, while the Saxons had their very own Seth. All of these are different versions of Japheth's name. Even the ancient Irish Celts and Britons trace their royal houses back to Japheth. Looks like Japheth left one hell of a legacy. Now it's time to drop a truth bomb. In the 18th and 19th centuries, certain preachers drew upon the biblical verse ascribed to Noah, "God shall enlarge Japheth," in Genesis 9:27, to validate European territorial expansion through imperialism. They perceived this as aligned with God's divine design for the world. Similarly, the subjugation of Africans was rationalized by referencing the curse of Ham. It's quite possible that all of it was a scam to keep the white race superior to others. At the same time, chances are these interpretations might have some actual truth behind it.